Huh. For some reason it keeps defaulting to my headset microphone. That is odd. Shouldn't be doing that. But audio does still appear to be working. Okay. Heard my voice. That means everything's recording properly. So we're going to really quickly power up Witcher 3 and get a couple of quests done. So when I was streaming, I'm going to call it earlier today. We're past midnight, but I'm going to call it earlier today because reasons. When I was streaming earlier today, we got Erendite. And it took, I think, 2 tries, because the first time my game crashed because my computer overheated. Which might end up being a problem as we get into summer because my PC is a little bit older and some of the games I play are pretty intense on power usage. So I'm not sure how things are going to go. But the second try for Erendite, we completed the tournament. We got Erendite, and we were in the process of dealing with a couple quests on the city, or in the city, in Toussaint. Reason that's an issue is because Toussaint seems to be particularly hard on my computer.
I see you.
So we're going to load in. We're going to finish dealing with some ghosts having a forever lovers quarrel because they blame each other for shit. We're going to finish dealing with that. We might do 1 or 2 more quests. I'm going to try to get this to last around an hour, and I might start streaming a little bit later tomorrow. I might go live a little bit closer to 6 than 5, like I mentioned on my Twitter. If anyone pays attention to that. But yeah, we're going to get some quick stuff done. But we do have Erendite, which I am very, very excited about. Best sword in the game, hands down. Unfortunately, it's only a silver sword. We still need to find a steel sword that is comparable in power. Ah. It saved as soon as we put the thing over here. Okay. So we had decided to take the woman out of the graveyard.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
And I had mentioned that if the man really does not know where his wife hid his Gwent cards, we were going to be very cross with them, and we were going to go back and make sure we get the Gwent cards, because I really want the Gwent cards.
Remove the urn with Margot's ashes, just like you wanted. Louis, you there?
Should have known he'd stand me up. All right, if that's how you want to play it.
Please, put me back. Yes, I'm a fraud. I lied to you. I've no notion where the cards are, but I shall think of something. Just wait. Got it. A swordsmith. Trentin's the name. I skinned him at Gwent once, but he had no coin, so he promised me the pride of his collection, a lovely blade. Finely fashioned. I passed on before I could get it, but you could collect it in my stead. Just tell him Louis de Corentin sent you.
The dead Louis de Corentin?
That could indeed prove problematic. But if... I know. The man's a gambler, inveterate. His wife forced him to seek help, hypnosis or some such. She believes Trentin no longer touches cards, would wager her virtue on it. Were she to learn he still plays Gwent, well, he'd be in a deep doodaloo.
Thanks.
The fuck you mean you don't know where the cards are, Lion? This is peculiar. Huh. Goodness, my computer's not overheating just yet, but I am going to need a quick moment to sort this out. Oh. Okay, seems that somehow I just like tapped out, which I don't understand, but I wanted to remove the woman from the crypt because, you know, it's his family's crypt. And it seemed like the just thing to do. But, she paid for it to settle his debts.
I see you fell for that pious tart's drivel. Drats! Oh, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Should have been a better person.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go.
What do you mean the thing is? That's the other thing. Like, what? Why is a Gwent society meeting in the catacombs? Private chamber of the right honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. May they always draw their best.
Private chamber. The right honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
Ah, this is going to end even worse.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Really?
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cap diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this.
You'd never have to work another day in your life. We get it. Was not expecting him to get that hit in before I did. Try to use a combination of fast attacks, strong attacks, and signs.
That ought to do.
Ode to Gwent. Just gonna yoink that.
Right. High time Margot paid up.
Hopefully those guys don't start screaming at each other too.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then via right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
She's a pretty decent person.
A witcher I may not be, but I always find the bottle prompt. A courtesan is like a rat catcher.
Wanna
Quite
smack?
the bottle, quite the busser my Duchess has.
What the hell is wrong with them?
This is Beauclair, And everything's peachy.
Running across the city because it's going to melt my computer. To be fair, Toussaint looks amazing. It's just a bit much for my PC.
Any takers? Last call, then I head home.
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right.
Not bad.
Under the rose bush. All right.
Unfortunately, we did not get Erendite to pop off.
Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
Just want to tell me what things I... Oop, there is corpse loot. So apparently we can walk in through a locked gate. We can't walk out of it through a locked gate. Which is a curious turn of events. Gwent tournament? Yeah, my PC is starting to warm up a little bit.
A real witcher.
I'm trying to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't get too warm.
Under Duke Raymond's rule, such troubles were simply a witcher?
I'm also noticing, at least in the city, that my playback seems to be stuttering just a little bit. I hope that everything appears good on Twitch.
I lent you corn.
Aim to hop on a horse after making merry. Consider it.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in, order in." But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Nope, just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like Stuart polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here for your trouble.
Thanks.
Drink! Legs. I can't. Real legs. Oh!
Till death do you part. So the other thing we were doing before I think we got distracted. Turn and face the strange. Received a letter from Yennefer. Yeah, we were doing this.
Where only my spirit does willingness my flesh. All is in order!
Christian Currit. Patrick Mullins. Martin Calicott. The Hirondelle, princess from a land far across the sea. Pierre, maybe, and Alexandra perhaps barely knew each other, and their love was all the deeper for it. Really? Thomas Murrow, Professor.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dol Nevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn. Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Footprints, narrow and shallow. Somebody's small, light. Woman maybe? Wonder where they lead. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the Grave Robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yensen me'll have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dol Nevde, Valley of the Nine.
Okay, we're gonna go kill some drowners first.
Show me what you got.
And Erendite gains more power. More power for the best blade in all The Witcher. Soak through all your park and rarely be bred. Don't do anything stupid. Buried Selena at the Beauclair Cemetery. Rest of the loot from your last heist. Don't be an idiot. I'll know you are her lover. She was also a lover of our gang. Leader of our gang. Burying Selena with all the loot is pure jackassery. She has belonged to us all. Eat and split things. Then you can drown yourself in the lake or hang yourself. Orders from Robin. Foolish flatulence. Shoot us again. Get away with it this time. Pickaxe shovel. Do the part of the boss a visit. Kid's been moping near Ulmer Cemetery, howling like the moon. The key to the chest will bring that bitch.
He comes, a hero, Geralt's dream.
I do like that the runes on Erendite glow. Alright, what am I looking for? Is it an above ground grave, or are we like talking down below? This seems to indicate down below. And we got a diagram for the Toussaint steel sword. Map what Yennefer sent me. What in the world am I looking for on this, Yen?
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Some tour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
It's getting a little bit warm on my computer, so yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this to an hour if I can. Just a quick little stream. Of course, if we can find the laboratory with the Witcher mutations, that'll be fantastic. Getting away from the city is probably going to help, because the city rendering all of this, I'm sure, is absolutely terrible. So the more distance I can put between Beauclair and me, the better. Hiya, Roach. God, the scenery is nice.
Go, go.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Mirkwood, the Carlberta Woods. Oh, nope, we still got more distance to go. I thought this was going to be it because there was a boat here and the marker was like a little bit on the water. I heard the roar and I thought it was a fiend. If I had noticed that it was a bear when I first hopped off, I would have tried to get back on Roach, but Search for an entrance to the professor's lab. There's actually quite a bit of junk down here, I'll tell you that much. You know what? I'm gonna take some killer whale. We rarely have any use for it. White honey, cat, tawny owl, maribor, white rafford, black blood, blizzard. Pinterest filter, golden oriole. Pops mold. Killer whale. Didn't fully recharge our breath, but with killer whale it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Be like really clever about how you want to grab stuff. That's the thing. I'm surprised some of these arches are still in as good shape as they are. PC's getting a bit toasty. An underwater portal.
Grave Robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Probably nothing good, considering it's a tomb. Is there a lever on this side that I can use to deactivate? Okay, that was a little bit close. Quite a bit of copper ore just lying in the walls. Oh. Erendite charged off there. Silver.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Almost went running off into a thing. Huh. Rose Diary. Begun hanging around outside my laboratory, forced to implement additional security measures. Advice of an engineer. Clean some mine decided to secure premises with simple mechanical apparatus. Mechanism for locking and unlocking doors, operated by pressing 4. Protruding stones, placed high on the walls. By using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced with a double challenge. First, he must notice the stones, puzzle over the purpose, then he must find a way to press them. Huh. Oh, not again.
Just do this.
Well, that gave Erendite a charge. Well, if the game wants me to go that way, what's over here? Nothing.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
switches.
Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Come on. Thank you. I didn't even shoot that one. What the hell? Gold.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. It's just decoration.
Invited guest. Intruder. You are not welcome here.
Much.
Find a way to go forward.
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better.
When faced with a puzzle, you know what I like to do? First door on the right.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Alright, first door on the right.
Alright. Gotta find the next portal.
First door on the right.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Except we keep coming through the same door. So this one, and then we're back on the thing. So this time we go second door on the right.
Right. Gotta find the next portal.
Nope, can't go that way. Okay.
Damn it. Wrong again. Could be some clue around here. Around here. Alright. Gotta find the next portal. Damn it. Back where I started.
Didn't we? Yeah. So you take that, you go up here. Now I had wanted to use
Right. Gotta find the next portal.
second portal. So went over there. Is it a one-way thing?
Damn it. Back where I started. Alright. Gotta find the next portal.
We're in a different room. let's do this, and then we'll worry about the ones on the first level there.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
A third set of rooms.
Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
But what if there's secrets, Geralt?
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Okay, if it's facing the right portal, what if we go through this one? Because this is...
Damn it, back where I started.
It was facing two portals, so I mean that's... You can't blame me for that one.
Alright, now to find the next
Although I
portal.
guess it's kind of shifted a little bit to the left, so I mean maybe... Okay, whatever.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
I think we still got a bit of time before my PC gets too hot, but it is getting just a bit crispy.
Must be where Moreau had his lab. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up?
A megascope crystal. Do you believe I paid for my wrongs? Exiled deserts, the steppes of Ophir. Only comfort seems to be a small colony of scolopendros. Giant centipedes, the vicinity of my hut.
Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witches my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
Reversing the mutations.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Thought it might be the one that we found earlier. I wonder if he added that one as the 5th crystal.
Years of experiments. Research. Sacrifice. All for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble. As did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Find the missing crystal. Blue to green mutagen transmuter. Oop, the Megascope crystal.
This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to pick an entry.
What happened with the 4th one? Is this where he says he figured out how to change mutagens from one color to another?
58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
It's probably a quick exit.
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Subject strictly protected by master witches, sorcerers. Claims the element of gray scolopendromorphs. Shaman giants tend to be more common than known as pale widows. Basis for mutations.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
Nope. Fuck you. Did it just one-shot me? Did it just... I beg your finest pardon. Did it just one-shot me? I thought I was doing pretty well there. What the... Okay, hang on. Take this.
This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to pick.
Observation 58. In addition, I observe whether this is attributable.
Seen enough.
Okay. So, I'll come over here.
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
The blue one.
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
So, drop a quick save. thing.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
That powered up Erendite. I didn't realize that we were not charged up.
Sorry, need your eggs.
It's showing one more red dot on the map, but it's not coming out of the ground. Okay, so we came in from there. Didn't cut through because I was like behind it. And that was probably like the 9th hit going into number 10, so that didn't get us a thing either. Professor Moreau's contraption. Do I have to actually get undressed, or can I just,
Point no machinery in full gear. And how do I start to drop my armor? Leave my weapons.
Here goes nothing.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
You've unlocked the mutation system. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing your advantage over normal men and giving you added edge in killing monsters. To learn more, use the character panel. Yep, dies. What's Erendite up to? 12 of 20. Not bad. To use mutations, first you must research them. To do this, choose one of the available mutations. For mutation research, must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents, immune to the counterattacks and monsters. What? Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents, immune to counterattacks and monsters. In all other cases, the attacker's vitality loses less than 25%. Counter attack immediately triggers a finisher. Choose one advanced. Oh, I accidentally did that. But that's fine. First develop other more basic ones. Information about this can be found in the mutation's description. Press enter to activate it. Only one mutation can be active at any given time. When you develop other mutations, as it does, it unlocks additional ability slots. Improves automatically when you develop other mutations, as it does unlock additional slots. Okay, so you go here, you do that to activate that, and then it gives you additional stuff. Science can deal critical hits. Attacking opponent receives damage equal. Huh. Let's research into that. Mutation has advanced to the next level. You have an extra ability slot at your disposal. The color of the ability you activate in the extra slot must match color of active mutation. Combat science or alchemy groups. Huh. Ooh, wait. wait, hold on. I can change things. How do I change mutagens? Alcohol decoctions. I want to use some of my mutagens to get like red mutagens. How do I... Ah! Hold on. I didn't grab that last time. Okay. Hey! But that's just the lesser green one. And it needs Rebus. How do I... Okay, so that's just blue to green. Does that mean there's ones for the other stuff? There's got to be. But I am getting to the point where my computer's starting to get warm. I would rather not have it auto shut down again. So we are going to be ending stream here. We got the Gwent thing done. I didn't actually check out what cards we got. I'll have to do that. I mean, they're probably Skellige cards, so we'll end up getting there eventually. I should be live again in about 4 hours. I want to do some other stuff, grab a snack, chill out, and of course work on some of my book stuff. I closed Witcher 3, so everything should be good for me to run through a thing. Last week I went through the process of getting book 2 in my House of Zuhire series published through Amazon. That should be coming out on the 22nd, which is currently in 3 days. By the time this VOD goes up, it's probably already out. Well, by the time this VOD goes up on YouTube, it's going to be out. Because I'm a few days behind-ish. Like, VODs are still getting uploaded daily, but by the time this goes up, yeah, we're going to be a little bit backlogged. Later today, we should be doing some Satisfactory. We need to get Nuclear Pasta so that we can get to the final tier of production. And then book 3 in the House of Zuhire series is basically done. It needs to go through like a final pass for formatting, and then I need to go through the whole copyright process, which for whatever reason with the last book it took like 6 months. Hopefully it doesn't take that long again. I do want it to be done by the end of the year. Hopefully it shouldn't take too much into like January or February at maximum to get that published. But yeah, we've got a book coming out, and we got another thing. Check the YouTube, check the Amazon. Links are in the About section. Ignore Project Leviathan because that didn't go anywhere. Unless telling you to ignore it actually makes you like join it, but that's an elite dangerous thing, so not everyone's going to be interested in that. So take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in 4 hours. Goodbye.